Why do I feel like I got the short runway here? Why does this feel so short? We're all gonna die, aren't we? Probably. Hello everybody, I'm DerTebbers. Welcome aboard. Welcome to Barkstow Heath Air Base in somewhere in the UK. Somewhere in the UK. And aboard our Blackburn British Aerospace really loud Buccaneer. Hi, really loud Buccaneer. We have flaps. We have flaps. We're definitely going to need flaps because we're probably going to die. Why not? All right. We've got in our lovely plane here two Rolls-Royce Spey Mark 101 turbofans. That's 11,100 pounds of thrust each. And hopefully, if I stand on my brakes, run up these engines, we'll actually be able to take off without dying. Let's find out, because why not? And into the sky we go. Nice smoky trail. And an open bomb bay. I'll talk about that in a minute. We'll talk about that in a minute. Alright, we might be doing a lot of in-here flying because the outside is really loud. But let's try it. I guess up in the air here we're not too bad. Alright. The Blackburn Buccaneer originated in the 1950s as a design for a carrier-borne attack aircraft able to carry a nuclear bomb below radar coverage. The Royal Navy originally procured the Buccaneer as a naval strike aircraft capable of operating from their aircraft carriers, introducing the type to service in 1962 to counterbalance advances made in the Soviet Navy. The Buccaneer was capable of delivering nuclear weapons as well as conventional weapons for anti-ship warfare. It was typically active in the North Sea areas during its service. Although they originally rejected it in favor of the supersonic BAC TSR-2, the RAF later procured the Buccaneer as a substitute, following the cancellation of both the TSR-2 and the planned replacement, the F-111K. When the Royal Navy retired the last of its large aircraft carriers, its Buccaneers were transferred to the Royal Air Force. Now, following the end of the Second World War, the Royal Navy found itself... What was that? Oh, that's us stalling. Hold on, we got a problem. Okay. That was an interesting noise. You're an interesting plane for your interesting noises. I have no idea where the airspeed is. Alright, we're back flying again. We'll climb back to some altitude, I guess. The Royal Navy found itself needing to respond to the threat posed by the rapidly expanding Soviet Navy. Chief amongst the Soviet Navy developments in the early 1950s was the Sverdlov-class cruiser. Now, these aircraft were classified as light cruisers, being fast, effectively armed, and numerous. To counter this threat, the Royal Navy decided to introduce a specialized strike aircraft employing conventional or nuclear weapons. Operating from the Navy's fleet carriers and attacking at high speed and low level, it would offer a solution to the Sverdlov problem, they thought. Now, this mid-wing, mid-engine monoplane with a crew of two has all-weather flight capabilities due to the extensive electronics used on the type for navigation and fire control functions. These systems also greatly assist a crew during low-level flight operations. Buccaneer was one of the largest aircraft to operate from British aircraft carriers and continue operating from them until the last conventional carrier was withdrawn in 1978. In order to enable the aircraft to perform effectively in the crucial low-level flight conditions it was to operate under, several major design features were integrated into the Buccaneer. The then new technology of boundary layer control was studied extensively, and a full fully blown wing, say that 3 times fast, was adopted, significantly improving low-speed performance crucial to effective carrier operations. Now, a BLC, blown or boundary layer control, bleed high-pressure air directly from the engines, which was blown against various parts of the aircraft wing surface. A full-span slit along part of the wing's trailing edge was found to give almost 50% more lift than a contemporary scheme. So boundary layer, you can see it, right? See where all those dark lines are on the wings? That's where the boundary layer control is. So blowing that extra air across the wing gives much more lift. Now, Buccaneer features a large internal bomb bay, there it is right there, in which a wide range of conventional nuclear armaments could be housed, in addition to external weapon mounting points. The fuselage was designed for exceptional strength and durability and to resist the metal fatigue exacerbated by flight operations at low altitudes over salt water. It's been designed specifically as a maritime nuclear strike aircraft. And it used the Redbeard, which had an explosive yield of 10 to 20 kilotons and was mounted on the special bomb bay door into which it nested to reduce aerodynamic buffet on the launch of the aircraft. So they would kind of nestle yourself a little nuclear bomb in there and then just go boom, boom. Buccaneer was retired from the Fleet Air Arm with decommissioning of the Ark Royal, the last of the Navy's fleet carriers. The Buccaneer took part in combat operations during the 1991 Gulf War. It had been anticipated that the Buccaneers might need to perform in target desk role, although early on this has been thought to be unlikely. Following short notice decision to deploy, the first batch of 6 were ready to deploy in under 72 hours. That's pretty darn phenomenal, including the adoption of desert camouflage and additional equipment, and departing from Lossmouth for the Middle East Theater early on the 26th January 1991. Now think about that. You got 72 hours. Repaint the plane, put a bunch of new equipment on it, and get to the Middle East. Move it. Yep. In theater became common for each attack formation to comprise 4 Tornadoes and 2 Buccaneers. Each Buccaneer carried a single laser designator pod and acted as backup to the other one in the event of an equipment malfunction. That's my runway. I'm going to land on it. I don't know what airbase it is, but that's where we're going. Crew at 2, pilot and observer. Maximum speed 667 miles per hour. That's 1,074 kilometers an hour at 200 feet. It's 60 meters. That's low and fast. Range 2,300 miles. That is 3,700 kilometers. Armament 4 underwing hardpoint stations and 1 internal rotating bomb bay with a capacity of, total capacity, all that stuff, 12,000 pounds, 5,443 kilograms. Let's get in our plane. All right, I will say right now, this is an absolutely gorgeous cockpit. Look at that. All the various bells and whistles and hooplas and what's-its and who's-its that you need to do, you can do them. You want to, I don't know, flip this thing, whatever that, well, you can't flip that thing. Okay, I lied. Not all the things. You want to flip that thing. Those are flaps. Probably a bad idea to do at the speed we're at, but maybe not. There's the flaps. I didn't do a very good job of actually telling you. Oop. Beeping. Beeping is bad. Beeping means we're going too fast. Where is our runway? I don't know. There is a bomb bay thing over here, if I can find it. There it is. Bomb bay doors closed. So this is my bomb bay doors. Flip the switch. Doesn't do anything. Yeah. That particular bit is a little bit borked. So, sadly, your bomb bays don't open. Kind of sad, but other than that, the plane is pretty darn all complete. Looks really good. I'm going to show off her beautiful air brake here in a minute because we're going to need it. I've been flying this aircraft around. Those of you that follow me on Twitter know that I might have shown this off early this year because I was flying, well, you wouldn't have known. I was looking like that, I believe, out of the aircraft when I took the picture. Somewhere over Greenland, I believe. All right, let's go outside. Air brakes. Look at those air brakes. Look at that big air brake span. That'll slow you down. Look at that smoke coming off that engine.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Alright, do I have in... no. There we go. We got some landing gears out. Those are still going too fast.
Too low. Flaps.
Well,
Think rate.
be
Think
quiet.
rate.
Yes, I know. Okay, close that.
Think rate. Think rate.
I don't know what the sync rate is, but let's try this landing. Okay. Woo! Let's air brake those things. Yeah, we made it. We made it. Our Buccaneer made it. Carrier plane. I wasn't worried at all. All right, let's close that. Stop the plane. Put on the parking brake. Shut down the engines. Open her up. All right, now let's go inside really quick. Now let me show you your keys. Shift 1. Okay, Shift 2. There's your comm panel. Shift 3. There's your GPS. 4. There's all of your switches for your lights. You can turn off our strobe lights there. Okay, so we got all that. And there's a radar system, and that's it. So your main panel just centers you so you can relook at this panel better. So that's pretty cool. It's a nice looking aircraft. I really like it. Is the handbrake on or off? Nope, I want it on, please. Thank you. And I think you can even turn off the avionics somehow. Hold on, let's find the avionics. That's the blowing system. That turns on automatically, by the way. I did look into if I could turn the blowers on. The blower is an automatic thing on this. Off, off, off. Everything off. Because I want to make absolutely... Oh, by the way, bomb bay door position. It lights up when it's open, when this over here says it's open, but it's still functionally open. That's down. I want to go up with those. Turn off the jennies. I want to turn that off. Turn that? Okay, sure. I don't know what that did, but... I wanted to see, okay, we have a guy, the guy's got out of the plane. Okay, and we have, there we go. I knew if I got it to spool all the way down, it would start putting the extras on. So you get yourself some chocks to stop the plane, and as well some covers for the inlet and the outlet, which is pretty cool extra stuff. All right, this is a really nice looking plane. Link is in the description as always. I really like it. It's one of those that I definitely keep around in my inventory. I really wish I could figure out what the Bombay problem was, but I can't figure it out. I think UK Mill needs to fix it, but I couldn't find a fix. Maybe you can. I've been DerTebbers. This has been your Flight Simulator X Plane Spotlight. The Blackburn Buccaneer, later known as the British Aerospace, a Buccaneer. Really nice aircraft. Go pick it up if you want any sort of UK military/Navy. There's a bunch of them in the pack. Get it. It's good. Till next time. Remember, carrier style landing gear makes my landings better.